And we're going to talk to the neutral, polite greetings, which is, how are you? There is a video with Dell that someone was, I think it was a magazine or something. What was the name of the magazine? I don't remember. She lives now. I don't know if she still lives there, but she was in LA. And the reporter went to her. It's like, Adele, it's so good to see you. I'm going to even pinch myself to see if it's real. And he says, yeah, how are you? And then you say to the students, don't say how are you. No, you say how are you. We need to learn more ways to greet people, okay? So how are you? It's a very common one, and you can use that, no problem. All right. So then you have the neutral, polite greetings. Hi. A bit less formal than hello, but still polite and commonly used. Not so that polite, okay? I put it here polite, but you say hi. Hi. It's informal. And normally it's much more informal than hello. You don't want to be like, oh, you can go. This is your day. Today is a formal day, in your opinion, because you're going to be like on stage. You're going to have a presentation, and you're going to say, okay, everyone expects you to say, how do you do? Hello. No, you're going to go, hi everyone. So it's a way to show them that you don't want to be formal. You can be called by your first name. This is the way it works. But hi, it's informal, okay? How are you? A common way to start a conversation. Hi, how are you? How are you? I remember, I think I have already told you that, but I'm going to repeat. Because when I had my first oral test, I was there with, a classmate, and the teacher was just, she handed some papers to us, and we had to have a conversation or something like that. She asked me, the first part, no, I'm lying, sorry. That was my oral test, my first oral test, and the teacher asked me a question. She just looked at me. The first part of the oral test was my interaction with the teacher, and then she looked at me and she said, how are you? Nothing. I didn't even understand. Maybe I understood, maybe I don't remember that much, but I was nervous. I was afraid of making mistakes. We're going to talk about mistakes today. And I did not say anything. So when she noticed that I did not reply her back, she changed to my classmate and she went like, hey, how are you? And the guy said, I'm fine. And then she looked at me and then she went like, all right, how are you, Fabio? And I said, I'm 4. That was my level of English. In my mind, when the guy said, I'm fine, I understood, I'm 5. And then my answer was, I'm 4. This is good to share with you because maybe you think like, oh, you know what? Fabio was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Fabio was very lucky. Oh, Fabio has the gift. He learned English because he has the gift. You have no idea what I have to do to learn English without living abroad. It was not so easy, but it was possible. It was possible for me. And it could be possible for you. It can be possible for you. And nowadays, I would say that I'm going to show you the easiest way to become fluent without living abroad. It's even better because I know exactly what to do to become fluent without living abroad because that's exactly what I did so. And I learned the right way, in my opinion, the right way, the fastest way. That's it. But we're going to see that. We're going to see that it's possible I'm not going to see it. We are seeing that already because I am a real proof. You can be fluent without living abroad, for sure. I'll show you all the ways, and I'm doing that. So if you follow my tips, my advice, I guarantee 100% that you can be fluent. But you have to do your part. That's not a miracle. Yeah, it's biblical. It's there in the Bible. You got to do your part. If you do what you need to do, definitely you're going to be fluent. It depends on you, okay? But as I said, how are you? Another way to say how are you is how are you doing? That people don't say how are. They say how you doing? Remember the Friends, Joey, it was a very, very, a special character. And then he used to say all the time when he wanted just to flirt with girls, like, how are you doing? Say, how you doing? How you doing? They don't say how are. They say, how are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing today? So normally that's what they say. Another, it's not so that polite. It's polite if you want to pronounce like, okay, how are you doing? Okay, it's kinda. And nice to meet you, as I said, is a way of meeting someone for the first time. Let's just move on, please. Obrigado por assistir esse vídeo. Não esqueça de curtir, compartilhar com seu amigo. Como foi útil para você, pode ser para os seus amigos também. E ativar o sininho para mais atualizações. Te vejo na próxima.